So hello everyone and welcome back to As of Gods, and we are going to be continuing with the chapter number 2 then when we got to that part. Well, I did put Cup at the end as a telltale sign even. Stay like there for a few minutes, kiddo. Fine, let's listen to music. That's what Flame Ruchi wants of this, so... It's not like you can't listen to this music anywhere else, so... Other than in the stream. I don't know if you know the game called Banner Saga. Ash of Gods is very similar to it in a style. So it's a little bit more tactical game, but there's then some different choices that you make, which lead you a little bit into different directions in the route and so on, but it's a little bit more tactical game nonetheless. Similar to Banner Saga, but I haven't actually played Banner Saga, so I can't say how similar. But it's special in your stream, with such a great company. Sure, but I shouldn't even talk then, should I? Because I kind of ruin everything of this music. I should be able to at least sing it at the same time or something. You do not read anything, are you sure? But you can definitely sing. In game. I'm gay. But you can definitely sing. It's always a little bit difficult to start to go and just start singing like that though for me. Especially like live. Though I've had a little bit more practice now, but still, it's still always a little bit... that's like that sort of a certain... thing that is stopping me from actually going ahead with it. Besides, it's not like I'm an amazing singer. I can do okay with it though. But definitely certain songs are easier for me than some others. Well, unless we just want to hear some bad singing too sometimes. They have some slight differences to Banner Saga. They kind of disoriented me a bit when I started playing Ash of Gods. Okay. Well, let's go and continue anyways. It's still slightly similar, at least, in style.
1002 since Divine Retribution.
Chapter 2.
Spring Equinox. Kingdom of Frisia. The city of Voden. A procession approaches the city. Hundreds, no, thousands, walk to Voden, shackled and closely guarded.
Lo Peng. So we haven't played with this guy yet at all. We are starting the chapter 2, so a different new character that we are going to be playing as. You observe the surroundings from a tall rampart, and at least if you enjoy me talking, you're gonna hear a lot of it, because these guys talk a lot, from my experience, so there's going to be a lot of reading. You observe the surroundings from a tall rampart. It's your job to foresee any threats, especially those another might overlook. Something menacing is in the air. It might have something to do with the prisoners. You are a bodyguard of the highest rank, a warrior of the Shadow Clan. Your client, Count Pelko Soturi. Oh no, that's so Finnish. Pelko is fear, and Soturi is a warrior in Finnish, so... Count Pelko Soturi. That's not a good name at all. It's already a fear warrior. Well, I guess he's not fear fool, but nonetheless. Pelko Soturi shows you off like a golden belt buckle. Shows you off like a golden belt buckle. It makes no difference to you. In the end, you're loyal to your clan. The streets are full of Gorgers, city dwellers and villagers who brought their whole families to the festival. However, temple inquisitors, not itinerant entertainers, preside over the ceremonies. They offer a special kind of entertainment. There will be executions and torture to commemorate the spring equinox. This time, there'll be an astonishing number of victims. The city will drown in blood. As in Sare. I was waiting for this moment. Pelko Soturis. Great name. I wonder if Dayuta was even here to hear it. I think he's fallen asleep. Oh, yeah. Quite a lot of these guys here. Is that even... Like, this girl looks pretty much like our girl that is supposed to be with the other group, but I think it's not her, but for some reason she definitely looks like one here. Then here we're supposed to go and talk, taking weapons up and everything. I don't think that everything will work out exactly like that, though. I just have a feeling. If so, Dayuta missed a lot. Yes, Dayuta missed a lot then, though. Temple servant. Your client is meeting an important temple servant. You should stay close. Commanding the guardsmen is a tall temple servant. Many in crowd whisper his name. Nakoma. Count Pelko Soturi approaches him, arms wide open. Pelko Soturi. This is... Pelko Soturi. This count, representing the royal house of Gordin, is a graduate of the Gordin's Page Corps, the King Hesok of Gordin's chosen chamberlain, the burgomaster and steward and master of the county of Wodan. He participates in the Baldarian War, is a special messenger of the Temple of the Divine Vrad, is an honored parishioner of the Wodan congregation, and is the custodian of the Frisian Guard 3rd Legion. He has been awarded an engraved weapon, golden quarters and bronze table clock, and is also recognized as a military commander in heaven, blessed Riga. Great, so okay, we are now in Friga. So I guess the other group will never go to Friga, but we are now in Friga, which is a different type of a territory indeed completely. Finally, you're here. How was the journey, Your Holiness? What news? Would you like to rest or begin the festivities immediately? Have you considered my request? Shall I sheath my sword, or shall I turn to face the count, or remain passive? Does anyone want to tell me what opinions they want to think of doing? Pelko Soturi, what a great name. Yes, as I said, Pelko means fear and Soturi is warrior, so... Fear warrior sounds actually better than it sounds in Finnish, at least for us. Maybe for you guys it sounds different, but for us at least it definitely would sound better in English than in Finnish, for sure is. Let's see, what do I want to do? I guess I won't be asking you all the questions on what to do. I shall turn to face the count. The count notices you watching him and puffs up self-importantly. Nakoma. No need to fret, Count. The 3rd Legion is already on the march. You should let fate do the work when considering the command of 3 legions. Other commanders might suffer from falling sickness, or their tents could be attacked by bandits. Do you follow me? Does the temple permit us tricks of fortune? And how should I pursue a fate like this? Will the temple advise me? The Temple of Divine Vrad only instills anger, so take my advice. Turn your head slightly. Noticing your interest. Did I have interest? Forget about gold and jewels, but keep any strixes you find. They won't make you commander of 3 legions, but they might save your life. Hello, and thank you for Mertvi Esik for sharing my channel. And hello, welcome. And hopefully you have had a good week. Welcome to Ash of Gods. He's puffy enough, for sure is. What do you mean, Your Holiness? In every temple you hear that strixes are the stones of the reaping. Is that your warning? How can Strixes put me in command of 3 legions? Your Aegon can bring you your 3 legions more easily than a 7 bringing a chamber, but test him if you doubt him. I like the sort of entertainment. If your bodyguard slays a dozen or two Frisian gods, I'll turn a blind eye. You are absolutely still. A premonition touches you like a breeze, but your inner peace is undisturbed. You're always ready for whatever happens. Lo Peng, stay here. I need to speak with His Holiness in private. Don't worry, I'll be saving Nakuma's company. Meanwhile, make sure that everything is in order. In order, eh? We almost had some lyrics. Almost. Show no reaction. The Count frowns, but he is unsurprised. I'm very emotionless. I show, well, other than everyone reacts so much when I just turn my head a little bit to look one side or another, and then when he actually commands me to do something, I don't react. This day last year, 2 murderers were tortured to death in the city square. This year brings many more victims, but they look nothing like murderers. Prisoners, a red-haired prisoner girl watches you intently, says, bursting to speak. And then there's the executioner. People recall from the scrawny brown-robed inquisitor. You should give him a closer look. Let's go to the girl first. I anyways paid attention to... well, not exactly that girl, but... prisoner. Haggard, foul-smelling prisoners are pressed against the wall. The red-haired girl doesn't look traumatized, though she certainly is. You lost sight of her for a moment as guards drag a scrawny old man from the crowd. More women stand behind the red-haired girl, but she alone watches you. You remain calm and impassive, even when she calls out to you in Akon. The red-haired girl is definitely not Akon. If she were, you'd have been forced to abandon your service and save your kin. Nothing else can interfere with your service to Pelko Sotori, who pays you so well. Hey, warrior, my name is Reed. Can you feel what's happening? Isn't it time you remembered your duty? You remain silent. Your inner peace is absolute. Open your eyes. That temple servant isn't human. It's a reaper in human form. Do not reply. You are a warrior of peace. Nothing should disrupt your inner calm. You should go with the flow of life, not stand midstream like a rock. The girl can't unnerve you. As you leave, she hisses hatefully. I didn't hope that to happen, but I had to take that. We are always so like, yeah, we don't do a damn thing. It just takes what I... it seemed like the right one nonetheless, even though I don't think it's a good choice. You know, they say you're small, I think you're tall, just say it, so hey, hi, hello. You look dead inside, maybe. Lol, I always watch Russian streams. My English is awful and I'm confused, but it seems funny. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream regardless. I do not speak Russian, unfortunately. I am from Finland myself. So, pretty close by though. Damn you, you have no idea, the reaping is coming. The reaping. You remain silent. The warrior's code of the Shadow Clan prescribes inner calm, otherwise you aren't useful. They get substantial sums of money from Count Pelko Sotori. Welp. You turn around to find Nakoma staring at you with a contemptuous grin. He gives a sign. You hear scream and choices. Thank you for the follow, Merchiechik. You're watching a Finnish lady speaking English, playing Russian game with soundtrack from Poland. So yeah, and well, that one name, Pelko Sotori, is a Finnish name, so... I feel like you're getting around to Europe in this stream, ain't it great? Yes, it's definitely great. You turn around to find Nakama staring at you with contemptuous grin. He gives a sign. You hear screams and choices swear words behind your back. The guards have picked up the girl Reed and are carrying her to the dais. The temple servant watches you closely. I wish I had chosen a different choice, but on the other hand, as said, I felt that it was a good one, just not say it happening. Executioner. It seems that the ungainly fellow is the executioner. He is in conversation with an old inquisitor, clad in black robes bearing the sign of the temple. The old man appears to outrank him, but the executioner will preside over the coming festivities. The executioner checks the steel spikes protruding from the wall and then looks into the tin box. Aukrin, why the blades did we drive this hurt to Wodan? You can only hang 10 people at that time here. Do you mean to try back the rest? What do I want to do? This is an interesting question. Oh, Tayunda, you have missed way too much. Okay, wandered off for a bit, yeah. You missed Pelkosoturi, for God's sakes. Flame Routine sounds great. Good. Good that it sounds great at the very least. So what's the situation? I missed quite a bit last week. Well, we are starting with chapter 2, so we are now Lo Peng, and we are working for Pelkosoturi, so that's good. Yes, as you said, Soten Tenho. Yeah. Different part of the world with a different character entirely. What the hell do I want to do? We're working for a grand cause, Mel. I'm kind of thinking that who was who, but do I want to peek in Aukrin's pack or into Mel's box? I say back. I'm kind of interested on the dice too, but you sneak a peek into the Inquisitor's pack. The contents seem to be powder with gemstones and gold. The pack is full of dried woman's earrings still attached. The Inquisitor's insignia, encrusted with huge Strixes, lies on top like a gruesome press. Ooh, Strixes. Mel giggles. I remember your collection. What should I got of that's different? Noses, perhaps? As for the grand cause, I'm happier arranging smaller affairs. Smaller and sweeter. Aukrin laughs. Don't tell me. I saw you through, slicing a wench from breast to crotch just to see her guts spill. Just wait for it, you'll soon have it in your way. We'll slay them by the hundreds. Mel blissfully closes his eyes. So all this talk about opulent Vergana isn't just gossip. It's a long way to go. Many won't make it. Still, there's nothing like fresh meat. Mel rubs his hands together. You wonder why anyone would try prisoners towards war. Usually it's the opposite. Well, so that they go crazy. Well, there's the Inquisitors. I think I would like to have his Trixen, though. I have a feeling I'd like that. We're Lo Peng working for Pelkosoturi. Got it. Yes, and not together, written separately. Okay, my nickname in English is Dead Hedgehog. Maybe it will be interesting. Oh, that's a funny name. Dead Hedgehog. Kuollut siili. In Finnish. Kuollut siili. And indeed, Pelkosoturi is like Weir Warrior, but it's in Finnish, the Pelkosoturi name. So that's why it's just funny for me, on the other hand, that name Pelkosoturi. The old man reaches on his guard, muttering under his breath. Do you really need to bother him? Yeah, I want his Trixen. Before you can approach the old man, Nakama beats you to the punch. Yet Wodan is an ancient fortress. If you stand in the square at a specific spot, conversation can be heard at a distance. Nakama nods in your direction. Did you ever torture a man from the Shadow Clan? Burn him with hot irons? Cut his sinews? They say this man don't feel pain. The Inquisitor shrugs. Magos aren't really humans. Rumor has it you can just cut the child to pieces in front of an icon, and unless he was hired to protect the child, the warrior of the Shadow Clan won't so much as a blink. They say they have no hearts. I don't really care. Remain serene. Nakoma meets your eye, but you look right through him, into the void. The old man coughs. I have a heart, your holiness. On occasion it even aches a bit. Yours will too, when you're lived as long as I. What do you think? Will we defeat Berkana this time? Nakoma pats the old man on the shoulder. Soon you'll see everything for yourself. All we need is to spill some blood. Lots of blood in the proper place. Wodan is only the beginning, Alcren. Really. I want your Strixen, though. Can I do something? Okay, there is actually more to this place than meets the eye. There Talkin Pelkosoturi, yes. I guess that's all that there is to this place then. Okay, let's go to Pelkosoturi. Of course, the festivities are about to begin, and with nothing else to do, maybe you'll wait near your client. What a wimpy cough one. Well, I don't try to do a really proper cough, but yes, quote silly. Oh, thanks, yes. It's a nice name. But yeah, took a little break to look at some instruments. I've been thinking about getting some string instruments, but it's a bit of an investment. With more live, kiddo. Well, I don't want it to be too bad of a cough though. It's just to bring atmosphere, you know, flavor, just to bring a little bit of atmosphere to the fact that we are coughing, like it's saying that we should cough. Pelkosoturi. What's up? You stand beside Pelkosoturi. He is unfazed by the muffled howls of the prisoners, the grumbling of the crowd, or the smoke from the executioner's brazier. He is almost triumphant, in fact. What will you do, Lopeng, knowing that the resident officials plot my death? What if he plans to send assassins after me? Just planning, not actually doing, is my question. Thinking about a goal moves you to watch it. There are 2 officials fighting for command of the Legion entrusted to me by a temple. They'll be at each strutter's throats once I'm dead, but that's not exactly comforting, is it? The Legions are already on the march, but neither commander has joined them yet. One of them just passed through the Gelion tunnel. The other is a bit ahead of him. They don't have a large entourage, you'll manage. Yes. I also require that you walk in your room the same way that the loading skeletons do. It's all for the sake of the immersion, of course. Yeah, totally. Pelkosoturi and Verisare would be a decent name for a battle band. That is true, that is true. That would be a decent name. I'm tempted to say a threat isn't obvious. I'm so tempted to say this, but on the other hand, I want to also ask this. Who will protect you while I'm away? So I'm not sure. I'm gonna say a threat isn't obvious, because it just seems like the one. A threat isn't obvious. Are you worried about the contract? Fear not, you're carrying out my order. Well, I want to test you first. There's a wench who dared scorn his holiness. The red-haired scum mocked him all the way to Wodan. Kill her, and if I become commander of 3 legions, I'll double your pay. I don't want to kill her. Is that the only test? No, but the next one will cost you nothing. When you put the girl out of her misery, the guards will attack. Kill them too. Several runaway prisoners will add to the confusion. And nobody will blame me for the turmoil. Because they will blame the Shadow Clan. You have nothing to fear, Aegon. If you sort out these officials, I'll have enough power to quell any discontent. You have my word. I don't trust you right now. I don't want to kill her. Sorry. I don't think it's a good choice for the Shadow Clan either. I shall not kill her. I shall not kill her. I shall slay anyone sent to kill you. However, many there are, but I'm not an executioner. Narrowing his eyes cunningly. Well, Aegon, remember this. Pelko Soturi always gets what he wants, regardless of what's written in the contract. You'll see. I'll see, eh? Okay, goodbye, Monsieur Chic. Too much speaking English for today. Thanks for so nice atmosphere and your voice is cute. Thank you kindly. And have a good night, sweet dreams to you, Monsieur Chic. Lol, Sayonda, maybe we should start this band. You probably should. Your character's look is staring into my soul. Stop it. That's a good thing, Flame Rushi. Let him into your soul. It'd be a believable band, right? Sadly, the instruments I play don't really work for metal band. Well, considering strange folk metal exists, it might work. Yeah, just two of strange folk metal band together. That'll work. Just get some more people into it too. It will work. I'm sure of it. The Frisians are cunning. They pay the sons of the Shadow Clan handsomely for their services, but easily go back on their words. You expect it. You're ready for them. But, as the tortured redhead asked, are you ready for the truth? Silence falls over the square. The spread eagled wretches on the wall freeze in anticipation of their dreadful fates. The only sounds are the clinking of the executioner's instruments being laid out on the bench, and the flapping of banners over the burgomaster's head. Watch the prisoners. The prisoners at the foot of the wall can barely stand. Few men, the very old and the very young, remain. The mostly female crowd falls to the ground, horrified at hearing the anguished cries of an old man being tortured coming from the wall. Then the redhead starts to sing. Like she is in the background. She weaves a temple hymn, making rich and poor alike bare their heads. Her voice peals across the square, resonating as if under a vault ceiling. Everyone stands transfixed by the melody, moved to tears, as if searching for something within themselves. Who do I wish to look at? I'm kind of interested about Nakoma. I don't really care too much about our Pelko Soturi, to be honest. Bones are quite brittle, you know. True enough, it'd be an experimental folk metal band. I only play on the bones of my enemies, so it wouldn't work. But you guys have fun with your band. I could sing in a certain way, but I can't do much more. Well, unless I learn to. You can't make a xylophone out of those bones, please. I don't think those things would work. Hey, you never know until you try, Flame Rouge. I think you should at least try. You at least have to make an effort, you know, to be able to be in our band. I'm not really very happy with the idea that you just don't even put in an effort to even try to fit in. You gotta at least try. I would be interested about Nakomi, but I'm also interested about the Inquisitor because I would like his bones. Or the thingy. But I'm also interested about Nakoma. Which one would it be? Yes, ma'am. See, good. That's the better attitude, Flame Rouge. That's the better attitude. Aokrin or Nakoma? I don't probably even find Nakoma, because it's look around for Nakoma. Let's go and do that. I guess he knows more than he lets on, so to speak. You don't see Nakoma anywhere, but you sense he's nearby. Guardsmen's helmets are removed. Shot blades are lowered. Prisoners and onlookers weep uncontrollably. You know that the temple service cannot end in an execution. It is forbidden. As this thought forms, a reaper appears. Arthak the Reaper. Something resembling a bloated grey corpse with a greasy black mane emerges from the yard in front of the gate. It moves towards the dice, determined to end the song. You draw your sword. I'm not very surprised about that resolution. I'm not really sure how this is gonna work out. Sure, we are good soldier, but there's this guy. And so many enemy guards. If they're all enemy. You do have quite a few abilities, however, let's see. To health and reduce attack of an enemy unit by 1, increases your energy by 2. Deals 30 damage to health to all adjacent units, okay. Deals 23 damage to energy and increases your energy. Way of the Altar of the Gods deals 60 damage to health and reduce your defense. Dry tar on the lips. Okay, well, I'll place myself into here, I guess. Deadly Reflex. Protection from knockback, you will launch a counterattack if possible, okay. Well, I shall attack you both here. Yes, I will move here, and I shall attack you both. This was the one adjacent units, yes. It takes a little bit of my health, but yes, I think this is definitely the best way to do this. It's kind of weird sometimes, but yeah. So, sunburn. Eh. Like sometimes I'm just trying to think, is this really... Okay, now I actually did it. That's a good attack though. Very nice attack. A lot of them are weak, but this is the main issue really, for sure with. And of course these are still issues. Stone Pierce deals health and reduces attack of an enemy unit. To energy and increases your energy by 6. Deals 6 damage to health and reduces your defense by 9. This is the biggest issue, but I would really like him to move closer. So I don't want to really go too close to them, nor here. I'm like trying to think, how could I attack this guy so that I wouldn't be too close to any of this, but I don't think that's exactly going to be the case of me to actually be able to do. But I guess these were the only actually bowmen, yeah. All others are spearmen, which I probably should have... I don't know if that was the most important thing to deal with then. Well, that does have still like a lot of freaking health. And just not very trusting of these circumstances at all, like... I can only do it for the health though. So that's not exactly great. That's not... I'm not sure if that's really worth it either, to be honest. Well, at least you will be protecting me from these guys then, I guess, for a while. Which is the only good thing about this situation. I don't like the fact that you're moving against us, because that will mean that you will come and hit us, because that's obviously not going to be happening now. And you took almost all of our energy. I'll kill you at least. That will give us at least some flames to move. kind of feel that I should have gone here already to begin with. Maybe. I'm just afraid when this guy will move. So that's what I'm kind of a little bit concerned of. 5 health. Sunburn is like that. By 2 and all damage received is dealt to health. That's not exactly helpful. Increases your defense. I would love it, but it only does it for 1 turn, so I'm trying to think when to use it. Because I know that it will be dangerous. Again, didn't do it. At least we get some slight amount more energy. I'm like thinking, when will this guy wanna be moving? And I'm worried about it. I kind of feel that he's probably gonna move only when all of the others have moved already. Like he's gonna be doing the last move, and I'm kind of very much afraid of that situation. So, because I would at least assume he is able to do the move whenever, but I'm not quite sure if that's the case or not. I'll kill this guy for now. And I guess I will waste 1 turn, at least, or a couple of turns maybe even. Oh, why did you reach me all the way into here? That's annoying. I did not expect you to be able to reach me all the way into here. Sure, I could deal damage to both of these with this, this ability. But that again would mean that I would have to get close enough. So I'm not quite sure that's worth it though. I guess I will just do attack like this again then. I wonder, can you actually, how far were you able to move? And like trying to sometimes think, how did I actually go ahead and look into this again? Into everyone's stats, so to speak. How far was he able to move, so to speak? Like how far can this guy move? I don't know. I'm just worried. Like, obviously enough. I don't know about this guy. Well, maybe I'll risk it and see if he actually moves with this guy first, then I might be able to go into there. Probably not the best idea, to be honest, but I'll try it out. Then I would next turn use actually the actual defense. Yes, defense. At least it would be able to try a lot of his energy, which is something. Okay, so he did move with this guy, which is good and bad, because that means that this guy will be moving next, which will most likely mean my death, to be completely honest. Let's move into here, I think. And then I will take this, because he will move with this guy next. So, with good luck, this will be able to actually save us. With bad luck, that will not be enough to save us. Deals 60 damage to health and reduces your defense by 9. This would just do health to all adjacent units, that's not good enough. So... can I deal this to energy too? No. And I think it takes too much of our energy, so I will only do an attack like this for now, I guess. And see how that will work out. Yeah, if I had trouble with this fight, yeah, I'd probably have to go again and do this again. I just have to go and kill someone first. I have to get some fresh bones. You made me do it, Kitty. I hope you're happy. Well, on the other hand, you said that you would only play with bones, so it's not my fault that you're so picky. If that ain't metal, I don't know what is, to be honest though. Yeah, I think I will not manage to do it at least yet. And when I was talking about one ninja is overpowered, many ninjas are mooks, I was talking about Lo Peng. Yeah, totally. He is very effective in this fight, but expect him to be very brittle when he has to wait his turns with more people. Yeah, I probably could be the case. For sure. I should just use the defense more, better, and all. Okay, the defense worked very nicely. That's good to know. I would really love to take his energy. Increase your energy by 2. Does not end turn. Yeah, I don't know about that. My energy would just be increased again some more, which I guess could be okay-ish. I just wish I could be dealing down his energy, but I can't, which is the annoying thing. I just wish that he will not be acting again immediately next. I hope. But I'm not sure. Yeah, he acted, so I died. So yeah, I would be able to get the counter-attack, but that's not enough. So yeah, I was just hoping that he would actually act again last, but he didn't. So I just need to do this again. I think taking out the crossbows, it will be a nice thing. But it might be even better if I was somewhere in here, so I'm not sure if this is the best starting position. But I'll try this out anyways. I do like this idea nonetheless. I just think that I should actually... Maybe I'll actually do this first, because this is cooldown 5, so I probably can use it again then soon enough. So I'll just activate it for now as well. And then strike these 2 down, because one of those guards will be able to hit us, of course, next. Of course, it might be that I didn't really need to do that, because that just takes our health without necessarily needing to. We'll see. Yeah, he can't go through our armor though, or this defense if we use it this way. So that would be kind of nice. I'll just start killing you a little bit. But yeah, the problem is that these spearmen also fight from the distance, so I can't exactly counter them at the moment. The annoying thing is that he also takes our energy completely down. I do kind of feel that I would like to be able to go and try to kill that guy though, so I'll just try to move into this direction. I would also need to be using the sunburn way more effectively, but I guess I'll be learning into that direction. At least we get again some more energy though, so that's at least a nice thing. I think you can reach me though, which is annoying. No, you can't. Good. I don't know, maybe I'll even leave you alive actually for the moment, because I kind of just want to go and do the sunburn against this guy, so we might try to get some of his energy down. Because I do feel that he's the biggest threat, so just for that reason. And if he is moving last, then it's at least nicer-ish. But this guy is going to come and attack us now for sure, Wiz. Now it's a shame that we can't do anything about him right now. In the way that I would have loved to, as it is. But can't exactly be helped. But I would like to otherwise be able to try to actually kill this guy. Or at least deal a lot of damage to him. Energy by 2. I guess I should have maybe used this also already before, because energy is pretty important for us. So I'll try to use it, I guess. We'll see. This takes 5 health, but I do need to deal a lot of damage to this guy, so I'll try to do that. I just wish to get the sunburn up soon. That guy shouldn't be able to reach me, I hope. So, at least that's something. And neither should that guy, so they still are going to be moving before. Anyways. So I'm kind of happier with that. However, I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy during this time. For sure, Wiz. It's in stuff for sure. Yeah. I'm back. Who would have thought that it would be so hard to kill somebody in this day and age? I guess it's late, so that complicates things a little bit. Still, mission accomplished. Good thing, Flame Roshi. You are very effective. I have distant memory that I was killing these guys in one hit, and I'm now just wondering why. Maybe I remember just that first hit you made and thought all were like that. I don't know. So tired to flame, kill faster. As you command, I'll have to think about this, my strategy. Good, good. But he's gonna attack next, so I will at least increase my defense to the max that I can, that is. Let's get more energy. But did I even properly counter that? Can I kill you? I cannot kill you. You have 35 health left. Sunburn is gonna come up soon, but it's not up yet. Can I escape you? If I go all the way here, how far can you move? That's also my question, because I would love it if I could just go like move far enough and not get killed by him. Because I'm worried that that would otherwise happen if I do not move, that is. So I'm tempted to just move, or maybe I should have stayed there and not do anything. Maybe that my defense would then still be up. I'm not sure. Okay, now it wasn't this guy who moved first. That's the kind of the thing when I don't know how that will exactly work, though. I could easily kill you, yes, but I would prefer to try to do something against this guy. How far did the sunburn work? 3. There's just a problem that there's definitely these other guys who will be able to come and attack me, but of course taking this guy's energy would be already kind of sweet. So maybe I'll try to do that. We'll see if that will be doing enough. Probably not, in all honesty. You would be almost dead again, but not quite. You have 5 health. Sure, that at least gives me some energy back. At least you weren't the one to attack, so that's one good thing about all of this. You guys just always take my energy. Hey, that's the reason that you kill them easily, because you counterattack. Then you can definitely kill them easily. The thing is that you just don't always have the possibility to actually do it. So I think that's like, if you can do a counterattack, if they come next to you, you can kill them easily. But I'm just okay. Well, that's one way to do that. So okay, it was a right tactic to actually concentrate on that guy. So that's happy thing, glad thing that I did that. As you command, I'll have to think about my strategy. So that worked. Very helpful. Quite easy. Low hang. Killed by your blow, the monster turns into a wisp of walk. A scared sacred streak set into the steel of your blade sizzles and burns out. The mystery is solved. This is what made the Reaper vulnerable. A strange weakness washes over you, making you stagger. Did the monster curse you? Nice, thank you. You're still unimpressed looking at your face. You're still unimpressed. Totally. Good job nonetheless, thank you. Damn, I was waiting that death blast to kill you. It happened to me so many times. They probably fixed that after I played. Death blast? As in, okay, like in that when all of those others died, that I would have died too? Question mark? Was it just a bug? Your eyes meet Reed's. She's been a hard nut to crack. 2 swings of the sword is enough to cut the ropes binding her. The moment you set her free, she rushes to the other prisoners. The rest isn't your responsibility. Your road leads to the Isle of Shadows now, but first, you need to overcome the strange weakness. Many generations of warriors live their life knowing that if a Reaper comes, they'll have to oppose the Reapers. Whoever cuts even one of them down should bring news of it to the Shadow Clan. Your service to Pelkosotori has ended. Oh, there we go. No more Pelkosotori. He ain't our business no more. So unimpressed, yes. Is what I wanted to write. Not sure why I wrote unimpressed, it's late. I was thinking that, what do you mean unimpressed?
In the first days of the Great Disaster, you rushed to a backwater town on the edge of a Berkanan kingdom. This time, it seems the dice rolling on the game board will be carved out of your bones.
Hey, accurately carved out of your bones. Chapter 3, so I think we are returning to the other group, because this at least looks like the other group. When that Reaper died, it kills Ivy. I even think that is something that happens in the lore. I might be wrong in that. Maybe people complained. I'm not sure it was bug or not. I'm not sure then. It kills. I don't know, is it related to how many hit points or not do you have, or what's the case? I have no idea, but yeah, your bones. Let's go like that. Hopper Ruley. Is this also a new guy? Not sure. The raping, turn 1, signs of trouble. You'd hurried like never before, leaving ravines and mountains passes behind, taking narrow pathways now buried by snow. Yet still, you didn't make it to Albius before the spring equinox. The towers of the city are already visible, and you can hear the ringing of the bell and the roaring of the Manas River. What could this Blackwater Odolan town have done to incur the god's wrath? Why Albius? There are dozens of other towns that look exactly like it. Is there some secret motive? You're filled with an overwhelming sense of foreboding. Isn't this the guy that we started to play first, actually? The Hopper Ruley? Yeah, he is. In the very start, in the very first chapter, or like in the very start of the first chapter, before actually starting to play with the man and the woman, or the girl and the man, father-daughter relationship thingy. So Hopper was the one who talked to the woman like oracle or some such, and then comes now to the Albius, where we first escape with the father-daughters and the other group. Anyways, so yeah, it's that guy. The stench of death fills your nostrils. Everything is just as Amma predicted. Yeah, Amma is the woman that we talked to, except for one seemingly impossible truth that, at the moment, only you know. A mortal has indeed resisted the Reaper, both here in Albius and in the faraway Frisian city of Wodan. So okay, he is able to know that the mortal has been able to resist in both of these places. The reaping. You look so strange with your eyes. Isn't this more of a case that will look into your eyes, deep into your soul? I don't remember what voice I used with you, to be honest. You with the book. You reach the town walls. The bell peals incessantly. Black smoke swirls overhead, and the stench of burning flesh fills your nostrils. Could it be a plague? Why are the gods at the gate wearing Cheranana uniforms? This is still the Odalan kingdom. Mushom. A vagabond, damn it. Why is it never a damsel? Hey, daydreamer, snap out of it. Do you have paperwork? Alright, let's see. Looking through your papers. Nice to meet you, Baron Ruley. Call me Mushom. I'm the commander here, and you. Oh my, you're a healer and a baron. A scribe, too. What brings your craze all the way to Albius? Nothing, until you let me into the city. I'm no baron either. Call me Hopper. You sound like a Yeranan, commander. It's very piercing gaze. Sting deep into the soul. The stare of doom. Yes, I think so too. It's a stare of doom. The kingdom of Perkana are still in peaceful, I hope. Shrugging it off. Of course, we're not attacking, we're helping a neighbor. The local Perkamaster sent a carrier pigeon, so we... Wait, what business is it yours? Of what yours? None whatsoever. It's just that I didn't know Cheranan pigeons are so valuable that they'd be kept by the Burgomaster. Walking around. What does that have to do with the pigeons? Now I'm confused. The raping has almost begun here. That makes no sense. Has the raping begun? Or not? Can you tell me what's going on? So, is this the raping or not? What else could it be? I can't be sure, but I trust my gut. The Reaper, the plague, the signs, it all fits. Oh my, you've seen a Reaper? Every ancient manuscript I've seen says that everyone collapses in the presence of a Reaper. Manuscripts? What do I care of your manuscripts? When the Reaper comes, the townsfolk fell flat on their faces. Some passed out, but this one merchant was sharper than the others. He saw something. Do you think our detachment coming here was a coincidence? I admire your effort, Mushon. You say you're a talker, but really haven't said too much. You've been listening intently this full time. But I've nothing to hide. I am what I am, a scribe, a book lover, and a healer. A jack of all trades, really. And eyes of doom. Those reaperish eyes. Yes, that's one weird Soundgarden impression. Gideon that Mushom. Do you replace their bell ringer often? You don't like the tune? Doesn't bother me, I've gotten used to it. Or are you after the job? I'd consider it, if the pay's decent. But I don't like the noise. Hasn't the bell ringer gone deaf yet? I'll go say that if not for the ringing bell, there'd have been many more corpses by now. Looks like the ringing brought some of the crazies to their senses. Not instantly, but the sound broke through whatever was clouding their mind. As for the bell ringer, not my responsibility. Is it ringing by itself then? Well, never mind. No use trying to fill another's shoes. Why do I smell burning human flesh? Does it stink? Really? I don't smell a thing. Gotten used to it, I suppose. Gotten used to it? What took getting used to? Should I turn tail and run? Is there anywhere to hide? Anyhow, a monster appeared that sealed the gate and used its, magic or sorcery. The folks in town started beating each other to the pulp, and were off just like too much drink does. That's when we came to the rescue. Smirking. The Nobles fear the plague, so we're burning the corpses. Almost everyone in town has ulcers or on their necks, but the temple servants are applying some kind of ointments to relieve the pain. It seems as though the reaping has begun, but with slower momentum. I would get annoyed if this bell would be all the time ringing. To be honest, bell is always doing. Doing. Stumbled, you say? Taken its very first step. I've examined various manuscripts, but none of them mention anything like this. That's enough chit-chat for now. I agree, I don't have all day. You're not a beautiful lass, so we're done chit-chatting. Welcome to Albius. We are not a beautiful lass. Oh dear. Sadness, sadness. Looking around. Why summon the gods? Did I offend you? Not with defenses as good as mine. Thing is, I have orders. If I were to see a scribe at the gate, I am to send them at the Cardinal Coronzon. Why, well, that's none of my business. Did you say Coronzon? I used to know a man by that name. If you're a Cardinal's good friend, you might have better luck than our French. Those two don't get along, you see. My men will escort you. Goodbye for now. It's a doom bell, Squeak. Yes. For sure is doom.
The town looks glum in the aftermath of the tragic events. The reaping has indeed begun. You barely have enough time to look around as the guards briskly lead you to the town square.
Hopperuli. You arrive at the town hall with an escort of guards. One of them, a tall, hulking man, stays behind when the others leave. He sizes you up, then points to the entrance of a nearby shop. He obviously wants you to go there. The ear-splitting peals of the bell make you wonder how the Cardinal stands it. As you take in the town hall, the take stock of your horse. My name is Ake, he says. If Marshall got it right, you're Hopper Rowley, a peculiar man, a pook lover, healer, and a baron. Sure, I don't need to end the conversation yet. Your face is gigantic, warrior, smiling your friendliest smile. You face the gigantic warrior. I completely misread that first. You face the gigantic warrior, smiling your friendliest smile. Yeah, totally. That's what I do. Why does your horse wait for you by the tent like a dog? Is it trained or something? Does it bark on command too? No bark, all bite. Keep that in mind. Are you considering getting one like it? No thanks, I prefer my horses to have some stamina. Still, yours is a funny one. How did you even manage to train it? You must not be short on patience. Look after it, Ake, and you shall see that I pay my debts. I haven't lent you a thing. I'm not going to. Your horse isn't going anywhere, and neither are you. You're not leaving this town until you've spoken to the Cardinal, and the Prince argued about that actually. Trix dispirited because the temple seized the right to inspect all scribes and mages coming to town. Okay. I think it's time for me tonight. I can barely keep my eyes open anymore. Oh, the bones didn't help you much then. Maybe the murder should have been left for another day. Maybe the murder should have been left. Not good time during the night. I don't know why I'm so sleepy today. Anyway, thank you for the stream and good night everyone. Good night and sweet dreams, Flame Rouge. Sleep very well and hopefully you have a great weekend ahead. And yes, compliment his face by saying it's gigantic. It is a gigantic face though. Maybe that's why I was saying it, because I thought about it. Okay, how much more area is there? There's the gate. What's this? Gateway. There is a faint trace of battle magic in the back alleyways. Who could have left it? Bell. And the tent. And then of course the small shop. First gateway. Wondering what the sorcerer might be doing in Albius, you enter its maze of streets. You follow the fleeting trace of magic which leads to a side alley where someone cast a spell several days ago. It's clear that it was no sorcerer. Someone used one of the magical plagues. It makes sense. They would be imbued with power during the reaping. The pavement is smeared with blood. It looks like some hand-to-hand combat took place too. A squeaking door makes you turn around. Several gloomy-looking hulking figures exiting one of the houses stop when they see you. Large sacks on their backs tell you that either one of them is moving out, or they common marauders. It seems like it's the latter. The dunks throw the sacks to the crowd and throw their weapons. Fine enough. If I must kill you, then I must. Murders are tiring you, right? See you everyone on Sunday. Yeah, see you then, Flame. Go sleep. You murdered enough for today. I can try to think how can I exactly do that, but I guess I can just move here. I think I should be able to target one of them in that way too, but anyways. Circular hit, kill all. This guy is also very good alone fighter. I guess he is otherwise too, but still, alone he is also very good. It just kills all. Let's take care of you. Your stamina. You're gonna act anyways next. So it's nice for your stamina to be very low. Unfortunately, you guys are not next to each other, so maybe I should have done it the other way around, but anyways. I'll just come and do this then again. Kill you anyways. Then it's only you. With your few little health pieces. And goodbye. And good night and sweet rest. Yeah, well, Hopper is an ancient murder machine, as said. Of course, from him, it's quite understandable that he is just like very easily able to handle everything. For sure is. You look at the corpses and frustration passes over you. So many soldiers were dispatched to the city, but they only protect the princes and cardinals. Mere blocks from the town hall, a daylight robbery took place. The robbers won't harm anyone anymore, though. Indeed. It's not like he even gains any experience, he just kills. Let's go to the bell then. You regard the bell tower at the town hall, and the ringing of the bell makes you wince as it screws into your skull like a bone settler's drill. There's definitely magic at work, yet who would use it in Albius? I do not know. Then 10th, the princess then stands in the town square. You could pay homage to his highness. Sure. Speaking to himself, Drake, the prince of Yerana, you didn't look so worn out last time I saw you. What aggravates you so, your highness? The beginning of the raping or the incessant ringing? Irritated. What voice? Who are you? I've been told that a certain scribe has arrived in town. Is it you? A healer and a wandering sorcerer with a license. Hopper Rowley. Your face looks familiar. Might we have met? Bowen. We met in your place, your highness, about 3 years ago. I just got my scribe's license. I spent a full year going through your archives. Vinces, I can't remember every single palace scribe. Now if you were a good swordsman, we could talk. I see that you do have a sword and a staff. Isn't that a bit much? And what brings you to Albius? The staff is for walking, the sword for defending. Such are the times we live in. You either carry a sword or someone carries your head. As to why, I got word that the rapine has almost conquered Albius. Curiosity got the best of me, so I came here. This curiosity of yours will lead you to the gallows. What are you going to do in Albius? I'm going to make a piece of parchment and write down everything I see. We scribes love chronicles, but I'm the one that writes them. Squinting, wouldn't it be wiser to find a place to hide before taking out your ink and parchment? What's the hurry? We haven't had a raping in 700 years. Now that disaster has struck, I don't want to sit idly. I want to help. I might glean an important detail useful to all of Bergana. If you're as clever as scribes pretend to be, tell me, was the bell ringing during the last raping? And if it was, how did they stop it? Is there a clue in your scrolls about how to silence the bell? It did ring, but differently. And not for days, at least. I mean, how do you even keep this up? Anyway, stopping the bell is child's play. Just get the bell ringer off the damn thing. Disappointed. Do you have any idea how many men I lost in the town hall? I don't need a scribbler, I need soldiers. So much for your usefulness. Go visit the cardinal and see if he can find a job for you. Yeah, I was thinking that there's no person there. You do notice that there's no personage. Small shop. You can't avoid meeting the cardinal. Just hope it doesn't turn nasty. Speaking to himself, we are always just speaking to ourselves. The cardinal, it appears, usurped Shillen's shop, or Rask shop, to use his most recent name. Ah, Rask. The same Rask. Though this cardinal takes anything he desires, and that bell is really ear-splitting. This music is very ominous for this chronicle scribe. I don't like it. So here you are, Plank, and here I was, thinking not a single fly would come to this pile of dung. Goronzon. A senior temple Tichinary of higher initiation, confidant and associate of the Primarch, protector of the secret deeds, and overseer of the temple army. His lineage is unknown. Internal records connect Corazon with the main temple in Isa, the capital of the Isana, but nothing else is known about the temple's senior cardinal. Some say he is a fearless, butterless child, raised by Roman monks without kith or kin. According to spacious accounts of the temple servants who have gone missing, he worked as an associate of the temple Primarch and predecessors for many years, a secret finding of the royal inquest, which has based on complaints and accusations, was that Goronzon was dangerous when participating in the rhetorical and logical exercising of royalty. They considered him an acid-tongued but entertaining dialogue partner. Measures are being taken to minimize interactions of said kind. Fine. We have 2 flights now, including you. And once again, you're a cardinal, Goronzon. So you're a vagabond again. They told me you call yourself Hopper. I like Plank better. I've always been amazed by your passion for changing names. Only Amma has always stayed Amma. Your coming here is no coincidence, is it? What else did she predict? So okay, you do indeed know Amma. You know more. Nothing really, only the onset of the reaping. Does that mean she hasn't lost her clairvoyance? That's how it pans out. The reaping has also started in Frisia, not just here. That's not your doing, is it, Goronzon? Of course not. You don't think that we've sided with the Umbra, do you? We're all Umbra. Amma is, and so is Rask. So Rask is also Umbra. At least this makes clear that Rask was also Umbra, and so is Amma. And I guess we are both too, Goronza too. He got away, from what I've heard. Fu came to Albius. I'm mocking. How are you saying you don't know, Plank? I'm surprised. You should have seen the one responsible for all of this. Something hides these events from my sight, but I caught a glimpse. There are 2 mortals, it seems. One here, one in the north. They resisted the Reapers, and unprecedented feat. The one in the north, if I am not mistaken, even managed to excarnate him. Excarnate. Narrowing his eyes. That can't be true. Are you certain? Surely it was only this embodiment. He couldn't have killed him. You'd also feel it if an Umbra were killed. This embodiment only. The Reapers already attacked him twice, but not in full force, for some reason. I couldn't tell exactly, but he lost his body again. Damn it, this is great danger for all of us. Surprisingly, you've arrived just in time, Plank. Can I count on you? That depends, doesn't it? Will you help offer in return? Wincing dramatically. Saving others again, huh? I'd rather you ask me to kill someone for a change. That's much easier. There are enough murders at large as is, although you're one of them. Still, doesn't that thought of saving someone please you even a little? Alright, I hear you. I am afraid I don't share your idea of fun. I hope you'll allow me to make a decision about any request that we make. If so, then we have a deal. Allow me to make a decision about any request that we make. Okay. I guess we have to have a deal with you. I don't know if these are then required if we already kind of agreed, so stop trolling about. Tell me what you need. It's not that simple. A merchant named Baragang supposedly saw a woman of profound beauty before the raping, but no one else did. Then he saw the retired captain of the Odolan Guard, Thorn Brennin, with his daughter. They were talking to a reaper. Why should I care about a merchant's visions? Although Captain Thorn did pique my curiosity. Looks like he's the man I need. Why would a reaper converse with mortals? I wonder. I don't know. Thorn's wife died first. He took his daughter and a couple of soldiers and scurried away. However, one of the soldiers turned out to be Prince Trick's son. And that numbskull of a prince convinced himself that his son could only be saved by the scribe who stops the ringing of the town hall bell. Prince Trick's son. There was that one bastard who was from probably nobility, so is that the Prince Trick's son? His son could only be saved by the scribe who stops the ringing of the town hall bell, so probably us. We will stop the bell from ringing. Does Thorn know there's a prince in his squad? Should I care? I don't give a damn about the prince. One of Thorn's companions is the prince's bodyguard. Some sad lad called Sop. His head will be removed from his shoulders the moment any harm comes to the prince. And he knows it. He'll go to great lengths to prevent that. Thorn is much more inquisitive. You don't need to confirm or say anything about it, but I could just assume so. Nonetheless, do you want me to confirm or stay silent? Of course it could be someone else. Of course as well, considering... If Sap... In this case, it's kind of then probably the case that he actually knows that he is a prince. Well, at least a possibility to that degree, considering Sop is the bodyguard, so there is already a bodyguard too. So in all reality, maybe that's indeed not the guy, but it's one of the other persons who is the prince, whoever that is. Not Sop though. So the stubborn captain piqued your interest too. You think he'd fall at your feet if you appeared before him as a reaper? Well, who knows. Where could Thorn be headed? Thorn will go from Menhir to Menhir until he realizes that Threebin has corrupted them all. He's already visited the first one nearby, even though some NCs there even fought. I don't know where he's headed next. The next Menhir can be found on the outskirts of Ursus. NCs are dangerous foes. Thorn's able to go toe-to-toe with them. He didn't earn the captain's rank for nothing. There's hope he's still alive. Being accompanied by such a commander will keep the prince much safer too. Does the young prince need saving? Thorn is sentenced to death. A reaper left his mark on the town gate, and our dear Shellan broke it down when he escaped. The Albius guards were clearly a bit traumatized. Then Thorn goes and hacks them all to pieces. Drake's worried about his son and wants blood. I don't care for the prince, but I'd like to find Thorn and have a talk with him. Although I don't care for his possible execution either. And Prince Drake will not take me seriously as a scribe anymore, so I can't promise I'll be any help. You still haven't explained to me what you need. I want you to stop the ringing. It's not just Albius that's been affected by this magic. The bells rings all throughout Berkana now, all by themselves. Not a bell ringer inside, all because of this one sphere. The Reaper didn't appear anywhere else but here. Why should I care, Goronzon? I'm not unraveling someone else's enchantments. I need this body, and I've got enough problems as it is. Although without your help, maybe you should get on top of the town hall tower by yourself. I couldn't unweave this mysterious spell. Among the Umbra, you have the best affinity for magic. Give me some advice at least. Several people already perished in that cursed town hall. The bell's magic saps the mortal's will and forces them to climb upwards. But we're different. Very well, Goron-san. But I'll only take a look. The moment I sense any danger, I'm turning around and getting out of here. Sure, we're gonna go and have a look into the bell. Town hall. On your way to the town hall, you're joined by Goron-san. You examine the staircase and concede that it's enchanted. Luckily, the spell doesn't affect Umbra. As you try to make sense of the intricate spellcraft, Goron-san creeps up from behind and pushes you forward. Of course he would do such a thing. I didn't trust Goron-san to begin with. You rush up the stairs, against your will. This sorcery is affecting you too, even though it shouldn't. You must turn back now. But you can't. Your feet are not your own. Oh, that's just great. On the upper platform of the bell tower, you find the soldiers who got too close to the enchanted staircase. Their eyes are vacant. You draw your sword. The guards might not attack you of their own free will, but that's no reason to get yourself killed. So do I have to kill these guys? I assume I do. As sad as it may be. Yeah. Let's go here. To kill. I like the circular hit. I like it a lot. You have too much energy, my dude. Too much energy for sure, Whis. Oh, you got a counter-attack, eh? Even a counter-attack. I'll just keep doing this for the moment. At least so that your energy is going to be down. I think that will be a pleasant enough of a thing. To have your energy all the way down. It's a shame that you guys aren't nicely together, to be honest. I don't want to do this from this angle though. I want to at least be in this position to do it. This circular hit. There you go. Couple more guild. Then it's just a question of where do you want to go to get guild. There. Fine. If you must. If you must. I guess I can just as well just damage you. Maybe I'll get my circular hits back soon. While this guy comes next to me. Yep. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Just a circular attack. Do all of those. The bell keeps ringing. The rope swings on its own, under the spell's effect. Simply grabbing it should break the spell, and you'll be free to leave. But it's a trick. Touching the rope triggers a curse. Trusting Goron-san was a mistake, and you're about to suffer the consequences. I don't know if you would have been able to do it differently. Like, that you wouldn't have gone into here to begin with. But it didn't feel that I was able to actually choose it. You gather your courage and grab the rope, losing your footing as the bell tower crumbles. Everything goes black. All but the message burned into your mind. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 paths of wisdom. Read and be saved. Interesting. Guiding one. Well, we did get a victory regardless. You wake up to somebody slapping your face, then holding you upright. You fight to open your eyes. The first thing you see is your blackened and frozen hand. which has absorbed the full power of the curse. One look back is enough to confirm your suspicion. The Town Hall's bell tower has indeed been destroyed. Yep, skill point gained, yay! The curse is spreading, but blank stats have been going worse, question mark? Having caught your breath. Damn you, Coronzon. Melodramatically. You scoundrel, I get you out of the rubble, and what do I get in return? Have you gone mute or something? The Town Hall tower is no more. You brought it all down, somehow. The store's still in one piece, though, and the ringing has stopped. That kind of magic is out of my league, Coronzon. I can only tell you that it definitely kept something horrifying at bay. It still does. But now, with my help. See my hand? This unknown sorcerer must have had both hands blackened. Of course, it could be a sorceress. No matter, being capable of such spellwork can assume any form. The spell hasn't broken, and that's no ordinary curse on your hand. The bell must have been a decoy then, but I don't understand the enchantment's purpose. How should I know? If not for the bell ringing, the people of Albius might have slaughtered each other's. Damnation, it's your fault that I got caught in this enchantment along with gods know who else. What if this black end reaches my heart? It hasn't happened yet. Enough with the weeping, a bumptious nobleman is headed your way. You met my request, so I owe you one. However, if you want to ensure my goodwill, I'd suggest you find Thorn and bring him to Opakum. I want to have a look at him. Oh, here comes Prince Trick. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to not do this. Yeah, I was thinking so too. The dream has come true, Scribe. The hack was right. You stopped the bell ringing. Well, I invite you to serve the Sheranan crown from now on. Find my son, Ho. And the captain who led him away. The name of Thorn Prenin. Save the boy and bring the captain to trial. But the captain is part of the reason he is alive, so... Excuse my insolence, your highness. I just want to get it straight. First I hear about a girl of profound beauty, now there's talk of some hack. And what's with the dream? Does it have anything to do with your orders? I dreamt of a terrifying hack who foretold your arrival. She tried to shoot me. Said you'd help me. Don't grind your teeth, Coronzon. Respect the Sheranan crown. You demand respect for the crown, but you show none for the temple. All these dreams and prophecies are pure heresy. And forget about Thorn. He's not your subject, so it's not up to you to bring him to justice. It might surprise you, monk, but I'm perfectly capable of making decisions without your protection or precious guidance even. Precious guidance. Is it too much to say that an annoying temple advisor belongs on the rack? What's my opinion? And yes, poor Ho had parents who are awful namers. Indeed, that is a horrible name. Just a Ho. I kind of am tempted to say the temple is above any crown. At least it might give some more bonus points from Goronza. So there is that. I'm not sure if I really want that, but as such he does know more, so maybe I'll do that. The temple is above any crown. Of course he is outraged. An overcrowned skull can always be trimmed, Coronzon. Even one crowing in a temple president. If anything happens to Ho, Thorn's head will roll. And if you object, you'll lose yours too. Smiling mockingly. Really? Maybe you'll couple a scaffold together yourself. And find an executioner too. Do you even have a herald? So what will he cry about? How Odella shows no respect for the crown of Gerana? Tatinin, I'm no executioner, but I could pass for a herald. All those ruins making me afraid the scaffolds will collapse under my fate, though. It's a deal then, your highness. You showed kindness in my time of need. Now it's time to return the favor. He's calming down. Glad to hear that. The gods were on the cardinal's side today. Let's leave it at that. Bow to the scribe, Goronzon. He shoot at my anger. But don't you dare talk back to the crown prince. As for you, scribe, you should say hello to your future companions. Future companions, eh? Well, there's only one thing that I can do, so to speak, so... Kate, you'll have to get acquaintance with your new companions before leaving Albius. I have to. Approaching your new companions, we probably at least met this guy already. If he is the one with the gigantic face. Approaching your new companions. Out of the blue, I entered the royal service and found myself some good travel companions. Looking at the man you haven't yet met. You're a new face to me. You probably gotten the spiel about our goals and reasons. But I still like a proper introduction. My name is Hopper Ruley. I'm a scribe. There's way too many voices. So I'm starting to sound the similar voices for a lot of people for sure. There's too many people. I would need Tayundar Scraplord or someone to give some voices to. Would be a lot better result. I would need help. Or Flame Rouge too. Okay. I'm sign of the Albius Guards. The Geronons backed me up by the Watchtower and pestered me with questions all the way. Now they've sent me to accompany you. I'm not thrilled, but it's better than Arkun with Prince Trig. Musham. Fancy meeting you here. The prince entrusts you with priority assignments, I see. A guard in the gate, spine and a scribe. Musham. And then Ache, always escorting us. Must you always escort me, Ache? Squinting. I'll love you all you want. I'm keeping my eye on you. I'm quite capable of handling a dozen of gels all by myself, but taking down the town hall is another matter. And don't you dare hex me, or I'll beat the living daylight out of you. Shrugging, I'm no sorcerer, Ache. The town hall was already falling apart. I just sneezed a little too hard, but thanks for the warning. You sneezed so hard that the cardinal himself waded through the rubble to get you out. That's some achievement right there. Chance rules the world, Ache. That and strong fellows like yourself, if you are lucky. Musham, don't you have anything better to do? Now you're my business, Hopper. I'd much rather spend quality time with a young Albius damsel, but the king's will is the king's will. You're wasting your time, scribe. I'd rather find out where to look for Prince Ho. I definitely would be paying more attention to the Ho. I'm definitely considering it. There aren't that many roads in the world. You're still young. We have plenty of time to travel each one. I can't read anymore. I'm getting too tired, I guess, too, when I'm like utter one and so on and forth. So many words that I'm misspelling or reading wrong. My Sean Connery impression is gone, I see. I didn't remember anymore how to say it. Or what exact voice was it. That's a problem when you try to give some more special voices. If you don't find Ho, it'd be best not to come back here. Is that the better way? That's an interesting suggestion, Musham. I'll consider it. Still, I think it'd be better to find the prince. You look like you don't approve, Stein. Yay, he's on his back. Grumpily. Look, I know Thornbredin, and I'm certain that he wouldn't kill without good reason. If anything, he tried to save the prince. I'll follow orders and find him, but in my opinion, he is innocent. You are indeed a man of duty, following orders you disapprove of. For the time being, all you have to do is point Thorn out to me when we catch up to him. Everybody has their own responsibilities. One of our captains thought differently. But Thornbredin is another story. It's a father's duty to protect his children, and protect them he will. Had it not been for this accursed reaping, Thorn might have replaced Trouble as burgomaster. Many noble souls have ascended the scaffold, but very few have returned alive. Jolly good, it's time to go. We will get to know each other on the way. Don't get spooky if anything else crumbles like the town hall. Scotland forever. Not so fast, scribe. His Highness sent you these travel documents. As a representative of the King of Hircherana himself, you should now receive any assistance you might need. Wouldn't mind having a paper like that myself. How curious. The prince showers us with gifts for a job that isn't even half done. Well, if that's all that you have to say, let's head out immediately. Let's talk privately for a moment. There's a long road ahead and I need to tell you something. They say the Guardian blessed you, so you're not just some filthy sorcerer, right? So you won't make fun of me. Yes, Ake? Tall as you are, you're forced to look up at the giant. You wait for him to say something. The thing is, whatever hack appeared to our prince in his dream, I saw a pretty girl, the one that Parakang thought he'd glimpsed. Only I never mentioned her to anybody. Why didn't you? Did you pity the girl, or was it something else? And how do you know it was the same girl? There are many pretty women in Perkana, more than anywhere else in the world, if you ask me. They make your blood race, not curdle. I nearly shat my britches when she entered my tent. The way she stared at me, and then when she vanished into thin air, I decided that it would be best to keep silent about her, for her appearance's sake. Why did you bring her up then? So she came to me because of you. So she came to me because of you. Tell your new companion to look for signs, she said. If he values his life, he should watch and listen closely. The signs she mentioned should be found in burned out coals, or ruins, or a place where there's no water. Something crazy like that. Okay. Burn out coals, ruins, or a place where there's no water. There's kind of a lot of places where there's no water. Depends. Crazy or not. Thanks for telling me. I'll rack my brain for a way to save the prince and solve these puzzles. Let's go. Your ruler cannot wait to see us leave. You leap into your saddle with plenty to think about. Clearly Goronson received no message. It was addressed to you. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 parts of wisdom. Read and be saved. Gods know where these parts of wisdom might be. This guiding one is also a mystery. It seems there's a long road ahead. No time for lazily traveling to the far ends of Tereminium. The rapine, the prince, Thorn and his daughters are all bound together. One can only pray that there will be no need to sever this knot. One can hope so at the very least. Yay, we can choose where to go. It would feel so weird to choose the same route, to go into the Keponan Watchtower. Did you do that, Sate? Then it would feel so weird to go and take exactly the same route. I think I want a Dead Spring. Keponan's Watchtower wasn't exactly in ruins, but this is a Dead Spring. That's actually something that I'm kind of very interested about now then. That's also a watchtower. I think I want to go to Death Spring with them when talking about a place without water. So, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Can I go there? No. I can only choose one or the other. I wanna go there though. Why? Why must you do this to me? Modest fortification of the houses Albius Patros and Toll Collectors, or the remnant of Geponan's former glory, a decayed fortification on the Berganan Road garrisoned by the Yaranan border guard. I took Eastern Road at least first this time. Yeah, I was thinking the same, because there's not even another choice. It's like, either you go the same way, which is kind of interesting idea. Specifically in this group. For me, didn't manage to go and visit actually. I guess I would need to also go in here to look into these things. Blank curse 20%. Great. Maybe I'll read that at some point. It's quite a lot of reading. Skill point. Can I put where the skill point? Into anything or just into this? Mental Blast. Effect reduces energy by 10 to a random enemy unit does not enter. Okay. Devouring Blow. And increases your health or energy by 14. Interesting. Increases your attack by 2 when you kill an enemy. And then something like a Fire Blade. All enemy units. That would be nice. I can't really get any of this, so I can only do something on these. I guess. No, skill points is here. Okay. I was already wondering that I can't really do anything in this. So, would I be able to earn the Mental Blast on this? I don't know. Quick Strike. Circular Hit. I like the Circular Hit though, I gotta say. Deals 28 damage to all surrounding enemies. So this is like, okay, so yeah, this unlocks skill Mental Blast. I guess I should take that possibly. Skill Quick Strike next +2 this energy. -1 energy to the cost of the ability and +2 the damage. Okay. Let's take the Mental Blast though, because it's kind of nice to just have one more possibility to use at the very least. Oh yeah. And did I need to chat to someone in here? I don't think I can exactly, can I? Doesn't seem like I can. Yeah. I can just look at you, I'm pretty sure. So that's fine. I don't know, I'm kind of interested about them going the same way, because you don't know, maybe there's some changes and I never took that road, so that's still a possibility to go. And maybe there's something more in here. It is still the way that the freaking other guy went to, which was familiar to us, so sure, I'll go back to Stonebridge. That'll be interesting. Anyways. Ache. When you reach the gold Geponan watchtower, there's a band of guards at the gate. Ache recognizes the surgeon and rides out to talk. He comes back sullen-faced. There's a ton of corpses, the watchmen inside the tower and a dozen of Albius guards outside. The ones outside had their ears and faces cut off. Mushroom sputters curses, then offers to help bury the poor wretches. You shrug. Makes no difference to the dead. Your companions' distasteful looks encourage you to take a stroll while they wield their shovels. Oh, they actually gonna be shoveling them and burying now then. You try to get as far as possible from the place where the warriors of Berkana are being buried. The distance mutes the mournful funeral song. It's not that you don't care about the burial. Your need for silence drives you away. You're used to traveling alone, but now have company forced upon you. As you stroll even further, several silhouettes appear on the road ahead of you. Their stature, but especially their mass, mark them as NCs. This is their time. The raping has begun. Either they were afraid to attack a full band of guards or decided to make an ambush. They still haven't noticed you. Catch up with the NCs, I'd say. The soft crowd muffles your footsteps. The abominations only become aware of your presence when you're within 15 paces. It's almost comical, but the NC's drawn swords wipe the smirk from your face. You're under attack. How surprising. I wonder how differently it worked if you went the other way around anyways. There is kind of a few of them and we are alone, so I'm kind of worried about that. So, yes. Even if we are a great soldier, but still, having this many of these NCs is still quite dangerous. Okay. So that is anyway something that I should be using as much as possible. I'm not even sure if I should be heading there yet, or should I wait for some of them to maybe try to come closer. Because like, if I go into here, on the other hand, I'm gonna be acting way more than they are, so there is that. Let's use this first anyways. Because why not? And I guess I'll try to be aggressive. Though this does use a lot of our energy when we go all the way into here. No sense using the circular attack though. Getting at least almost all of that energy down. Not all though. Here at least I cannot be surrounded that well, so I'll go here and see how this will be working out. Basically, well, on the other hand we killed the both of them, so... Well, at least I killed one of the red ones too, so I guess that's okay-ish thing. I'm a little bit worried about this. Just a little bit, because we have a pretty low health. Oh yeah, because he would be counter-attacking. That's why. Well, in that sense, that was a very good guy to kill at least with the circular hit, wasn't it? Yes. I would be liking to go and kill this guy now actually, but I can't exactly go back to do that. Energy 6. Well, I guess you at least died to that. I'm just worried about this guy, especially right now. I don't think it's too surprising that I'm worried about him. I can do this, but I was taking a very risky route and approach anyway, so that's the problem. I really wish that this guy would come next to us, but he's not gonna do that, is he? Nope. He definitely wasn't gonna do that, because if I could kill them both at the same time, that would be perfect, but I cannot, so that's the problem. He's gonna be able to act next. I'm not sure how much damage he exactly does at once, so if he does 11, he didn't come all the way here. Okay, then I actually have hope to kill you. Maybe I could even do this mental blast first. Then it should be even easier to kill you. Sure, I don't have a lot of energy after this, but who cares? We're killing them. I wanted to come and kill all the NCs anyways. I just had to come and kill these. Yay, we won. Barely, but we won. After the skirmish, you clean yourself up with a simple spell. No need to reveal your talents just yet. You return to the tower. As soon as the mass grave is ready, you mount your horse and signal to Ache. It's time to continue the journey. Did you have something similar, Satentenho? So I could take the secret path now. Why weren't I able to go into that path? That's my annoyance, because I would have loved to go through that path, but no. I wanted to go to a dead spring. Maybe from there I could have gone to a dead spring. Let's go to the abandoned camp then, because I don't want to go on through the secret path for sure now. A barely visible mountain path diving into the cliffs, hiding under fallen rocks and breaking apart where the ground is cracked. Slowly traveling. On the road or taking a rest, you can't shake the words in the town hall from your mind. Follow the guide in one. Collect the 7 bars of wisdom. Read them and be saved. You sit by the fire, pondering the words' true meaning. Are they meant to guide or ensnare? Why would someone curse you, then make you piece together a spell to break said curse? What's the point? What would it possibly mean? The world is changing. People are rising up against the Reapers, an eerie bewitchment, an unknown sorcerer. And the darkness keeps creeping. ... You close your eyes, trying to remember everything you know about the previous reapings. Nothing makes any sense. It's as though different scent is in the air. Something mysterious is coming. There's also the hand. Hand. Hey Scribe, you sleeping? What shall we do when we catch up to Thorn? We won't be able to capture someone like Captain Brennan with our bare hands. I'm not looking to start a fight, I don't like this idea. Besides, they say drawing your sword against Thorn is a sure way to die. We'll think about it when we catch up to him. We'll be traveling to the nearest Mehrir. Per your advice. And I'm not drawing my sword, not unless there's a good reason. Whatever the case, I'll try talking to Thorn first. The man isn't so simple. What's the cane in being simple? The man is not so simple, and this is your answer. What's the cane in being simple? What? Fine. I had a word with his servant Tenor when he was leaving town. The only thing on Thorn's mind is saving his daughter. Already lost his wife and now he's only got his daughter. And his son's somewhere in the service. I think it's best not to stand in Thorn's way. Is Thorn really that good? Captain Brennan is the legend. Wrong person. Captain Brennan is the legend of Odella. Who hasn't heard of Matt Thorn? Maybe the best swordsman in all of Berkana. A hero of the Geponan War. A hero of the Northern Expedition and the Battle of the Southern Isles. Though he's grown much older since his last escapade. Battle experience is not easily forgotten. Taken aback. Wait a minute. Are you saying Matt Thorn and Thorn Brennan are the same person? And he's got a whole squad, while we've got nothing. Quite a task His Highness has given us. Probably did. I don't remember anymore. Well, I don't know, at least. So much reading. Need some water. I don't think he'll be fighting back, sword or not. That's if Prince Ho is still alive, of course. I hope that's the case. Not only is Thorn an exceptional swordsman, he's taught his daughter the same skills. I've seen her with a sword a couple of times. Girl swift as the wind. So better to talk with Thorn than cross swords. Will Dirk calm down if we find his son? I'd love to know that myself. I'm guilty of the same thing that made His Highness want to recapture Captain Brennan. Had to kill a toll collector near a watchtower in self-defense. Well, at least I didn't borrow a prince. That's not the problem. If a ruler says something regrettable when enraged, he won't be taking it back, even once he calms down. It does not befit a man of stature to go back on his word. Besides, Thorn's made quite a blunder in Albius, so many guards dead. He may have slain quite a lot of them, but not as many as that Wallen victim to their own madness. That's how it usually goes. You either die a war hero or stay alive long enough to get into trouble. Where's the equipment? Why is the blade in such a poor shape and all? I'm trying my best with the voice. And thus don't have any benefactors. His father-in-law is supposed to be big fish, but they're not on speaking terms or something. I'm not sure. He's with the army now, I reckon. By the way, servant of Dawn's named Tanner sealed up his house and moved west. Probably to his old master. He used to look after his daughter, but then managed to outlive her. His water-in-law is Count Chocolate Fishley. Thorn's servant was out in his wagon when I saw him by the gate. He ventured to Opakum to visit the Count. The Count's military governors now, so we're likely to meet Thorn in Opakum if we can't find him sooner. Lol, that sight before doing Gonorrhea's voice. Yeah, well, not in. I'm just like worried that I'm not able to do it properly, and I do have to make quite an effort into it after all. So, maybe the Count will take his son-in-law's side. Prince Trek is obviously more prominent than Count Vichy ever was, but he wouldn't want to clash with the old man. The latter's too smart and stubborn. Not every prince is given such a fort. Well, we still got to catch up to Thorn. You're right about that. The road's dangerous. I saw some footprints near the spring. A couple dozen cavalry went by there just 2 days ago. The boots are definitely not from Bergana. There's got a stray seal print. I've seen it too. Those are footprints of the NCs. The Flowing Manos took their corpses to Albius Watchtower, right? Should have looked at the boots sooner. NCs or not, so what? Thorn and his men managed to hack them up, right? How we are any different? Hopper, the only thing is, don't just jump into battle, yeah? Your tearing down towers won't help you here. Better to be safe. Don't want to upset the Cardinal, do we? Deal? Attaboy. Alright, I'll go see if they left anything else behind. Shaking his head. It won't be a pleasant stroll then. I guess I'll have a look around too. My feet are already numb. You think hard about what you've learned. Dawn piques your curiosity by the minute. Now there's just finding him and learning how he managed to withstand that Reaper. Listen, Hopper, I don't quite get you. What are you? Are you a healer or a wizard or a whatchamacallit, penman? I even heard you're also a Paron, without residence most likely. And you're not young. How do you get by? They don't pay you a dime, do they? I capture Prince this time. When someone disappears, I'm the one to turn to. May have no regular allowance. But should I find a prince? I'll even have enough money to gorge myself. Should I fail, however? I'd best avoid said kingdom for the next decade or so, if I want to keep my head attached. Still, I've been lucky so far. Want me to cut you in? Squinting. No, sorry, Bergana's a bit short on princes. Besides, it's quite a long way between kingdoms, and my boots aren't weren't true. I'd rather stay by Albius Gate. If I ever return, that is. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, let's just continue. Thank you. Through this mountain path. All the way to the abandoned camp. That's at least a place we have not been into. Searching for signs of the coming disaster yields few results for now. Your only clues are the frightened expressions of travelers and traces of blood on the road. And so when you notice an exhausted old traveler sitting and staring into the embers of the dying fire, you stop your horse. You call out to the old man, but he doesn't acknowledge you. You suddenly remember the burnt-out coal's ache mentioned and dismount. Still, the old man might not be capable of coherent speech. It looks like a simple touch could crumble him to ash. Perhaps you should leave the old man alone. If he wants to die, let him. Offer the old man some water, if he wants to drink. You get over your flask, open it and bring it close to the old man's dry lips. Motionless, he makes no effort to drink. He must truly be nearing the end of his life. Such is the human's hard lot. Life wears them out, just like old clothing. And one day there is nothing left but rags. Those don't seem like the burned out coals ache mentioned. Examine the old man's belongings then. It truly seems the old man is at life's end. The poor old fool doesn't recognize his surroundings or hear you. His luggage holds nothing of value. A noise makes you turn around. The old man's in his death throes, yet not a live thread cut. All you can do is mount your horse and ride on. I wonder if he would have been alive if I went through that route rather than the secret path. Probably, like with the previous group. At least that's my expectation. Well, the old road then, eh? An old mountain road leading to a wooden bridge. Did you meet that man, Satentenho? Back previously. Hopper really, the lovely thing is spreading, eh? You feel the reaping grow stronger. Its shadow falls upon you. The curse that crippled your arm is heading to your heart. If you give up and feed some of your power to the enchantment, you can prevent the reaping from growing in strength. If you resist and save your energy, the dark magic will tighten its grip on the world. Oh dear, this is a... I don't think I did. Okay. So this is a good question. Do we let the reaping get worse? Or do we just let this freaking curse get closer to our heart? That's a good question. Does Grub Lord or Tayunta or anyone else who happens to be awake other than Satentenho have any opinions about that? Or no opinions? I don't know. It's not a good thing to really give your life energy just like that, and at some point the reaping will anyways get more powerful, and it will be making us weaker after all, so I'm not sure if it's good to already resist. But on the other hand, it might be making others' lives easier for the while if we resist. As in, we give in to the curse for now and then resist? If we can resist then later. That's a good question. Can we resist? Resist, I guess. Says Scrub. Okay, we'll try to do that way. We will give in later on if we need to. We'll see how bad it will be if we will be letting the reaping just go on and continue. Yay. Resist the curse. The power of the reaping grows when you resist the curse, making your foe smarter and stronger. If the challenge ever becomes too great, you can change the difficulty setting in the main menu. Oh, that's funny. Grows when you resist the curse, making your foe smarter and stronger. If the challenge ever becomes too great, you can change the difficulty setting in the main menu. So okay, they are more difficult enemies, that's fine. Resist the curse. Now it's number 2. The reaping grows stronger. Terminum plunges into chaos. The plague rages, pitting people against each other. Yet you gather the energy to end this once and for all. Hopefully, it works. Yep, hopefully. Oops. Breaking the fourth wall, I guess. Yep, apparently so. That's what happens, man. Leaving the lifeless Dunfort village behind, you approach the menhir in Albius. The road and bridge are stained with blood, but the bodies have been taken away. On the other side of the bridge near the menhir are some fresh graves and a regiment of guards. One of the guards recognizes Ake and waves. Ake, is it really you? Going to Ursus, huh? Is it special assignment or are you just heading home? Ake leaps from his horse. Where I'm going shouldn't concern you, friend. Let's just say I'm escorting someone important. A scribe. A mage licensed by the temple. The guard pushes back in his helmet. Listen, could his importance maybe help us out? We have orders to bury the villagers' remains and to remove the abominable sign from the men here. We've done the first, but the second, it doesn't come off. Obviously, you shouldn't touch it with bare hands, but we've already tried everything. I shall inspect the men here, but I don't think there's much we can do. You give Aik a nod and dismount. Glancing at the graves, you approach the men here. One grave is slightly older and smaller. The other looks fresh. The sting of decay hits you like a hammer. The Reaper's sign on the men here seems to glow from within. The guard trails behind you. This is where we buried the villagers. Parts of them, I should say. I've never seen anything like it. It's like they were hit by a rain of steel. He found the watchmen assigned to dispose in this other grave. The grave was here already when we arrived, and we had to exhume them to find out. The fellows lying there have barely been wounded, but their blood has been drained. I think Thornbrenny buried them. Nobody else from Albius traveled that way. He couldn't have killed them, could he? Because he went to the trouble of burying them. You shake your head. I haven't met this Thorn, but it's the NCs who drain the blood from corpses. Some people call them abominations. Didn't you find their bodies? I guess not. They'd be hard to miss. Thorn must have run into them on the bridge. There's blood, but no bodies. He probably tossed them into the Manas. You inspect the men here once more. A mark like this won't come off no matter how hard you scrub it. It will glow, however faintly, until the reaping is over. It's stronger than a sign on a gate, the sacred stone. The guard throws up his arm. So what do we do then? Prince Dick won't have this. He'll take this road back to Ursus. Seeing the job unfinished is bound to get him all steamed up. Then we'll have our asses in a sling. You cast another glance at the men here and feel a strange tingling in your arm. You imagine yourself touching the mare here and the Reaper's sign glowing ever so faintly, vanishing into the stone. You realize that you're not thinking straight. With great effort, you get control of yourself. So then the option touch the men here or end the conversation and leave. I'm tempted to touch it, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm still tempted to, but I don't think it's a good idea. But I'm still tempted to. What about you, Scraplord? What do you say? Any opinions on you? Of course, I could maybe ask what Satenteno did, but I don't know. If that's a good... Well, Satenteno can tell maybe after we have made our choice. That's probably the best way. I don't know. Scraplord doesn't know either. Am I alone in this decision? Well, I guess I will give in to the temptation because I feel like touching it for no good reason. I guess I will. Let's touch it. I'm happy that you're the same opinion, Scraplord. Let's just do it, freaking A. That's the men here. Of course. You walk right up to the men here and touch the sign with your hand. Despite Aik's warning, there's a flash of blinding light, and a powerful force knocks you down. It feels like you're only out for a few seconds, but judging by Aik's swearing, maybe not. The big fellow chooses a stream of profanities and sighs heavily. You woke up. We know you didn't snuff it because you were still breathing. You slept for a full day. Why the blazes did you mess with the men here? To make the guards happy? The sign disappeared alright, but we lost the entire day and now Thorn is even further away. It's okay, we made the sign disappear, but he's further away, so that's great. With difficulty, you rise to your feet. Your arm is somehow less black. Well, that's on the other hand a good thing if it's less black though. It was foolish of me, I agree. And the sign didn't disappear, it's just lying in wait. Let's hurry up, Aik, otherwise we'll never catch up to Thorn.
In these times of trouble, you could use some of your youthful daring, for which you've been nicknamed Mad Thorn. It seems, though, that your daughter has it aplenty.
Yay, we got to the next chapter, chapter number 3. And then here we shall be ending for the day. Okay, so we could be continuing indeed from here then. With a little bit of a higher difficulty, that is. Okay, so in here we can indeed go and do something. The power of the reaping translates into game difficulty. The stronger the reaping, the harsher the world of Tenerin is to you. More experience for killing in battle, the enemy's strength has increased. It kind of feels a little bit weird to do it so that we would actually increase it all the way into there. Because it feels that this should be actually something that actually matters. Less time per turn in battle. We have had plenty of time, to be honest. I don't know. Should it actually... Is it something that we should actually consider increasing ourselves or not? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I haven't made my decision. But anyways, this is enough for today. For the Ass of God, we got to the next chapter and all, even. To the next. We played through the chapter 2 completely. So that's good. So, I don't think that I had the option to mess with difficulty. Weird. Thanks for the stream. Thank you all for watching Scraplord and Saten Tenho. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching some more Ass of God here on Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well then. So I shall be ending here for tonight with the recording at the very least. And soon anyways otherwise. So thank you all for watching and next time send some more of Ash of Gods. See you then. Bye bye.